Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to Cardboard Commander. My name is Jerry, and we are doing our 11th episode of Zone of Control podcast. Last week, I did miss, but there was a good reason. I was on vacation with my wife in Savannah, Georgia. And on a side note, we went to Fort Sumter in Charleston, and that was awesome. Had a really good time. It's hard to believe that fort was destroyed as much as it was, but very cool history, and we were really glad we went there. And then we made it to Dallas to watch our son get engaged. So it was a great week, and I hated missing the podcast, but sometimes life comes into it, and so I wanted to make sure that you guys knew I didn't forget about you. It was just life will step in from time to time. So hope you guys are doing well. Hope the weather's better than it is for you guys in Arkansas here. We had some tornadoes yesterday, and had a little rough spell. So it didn't impact us too much here, but there were some other places in Arkansas that really had a hard time. So our thoughts are out with them. So today we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, try to keep this within a half an hour or so. It's been getting harder and harder, but we're going to keep trying. So first of all, I'd like to say hi to everybody. Right now we got, looks like 8 people in the chat. Christoph, how are you doing, buddy? I can always rely on you being here, and I really do appreciate it. We do need to get together and play our 2-person Kharkov game. I really want to do that. So we need to get together and figure that out. So in this week's podcast, we're going to talk about a couple things. I did an unboxing video for In the Shadows, the new game from GMT. I got a new game, Flashpoint South China C from Pushing Cardboard. I'll explain that to you more later. I also got notification of some pre-order stuff that's happening, so we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about whether I'm going to actually become a Civil War gamer, and we'll kind of go into that a little bit. And then we'll go over the 10-game challenge. And this week's topic is narrative-driven solo games. Are you a fan? Are you not a fan? Why aren't you a fan? And we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and get started here. So I did an unboxing video of In the Shadows, and I have that right here for you all. So really cool looking game. The components are really nice. It looks like I've already read the rules. So I'm going to do a run through tonight by myself with the solo part. And then I think I'm going to do a video, but it looks really cool. Card driven game, really nice components, really looking forward to playing it. It's a small board, which is kind of cool. And if you guys saw the unboxing, you know that already. But I do like the idea that it'd be real easy to travel with and that sort of thing, because the board's only this big. So not very big at all, but very colorful and really nice. I like that they have solo rules and 2-player rules. So that's cool. So I did an unboxing video of that. So go check that out. And then I just dropped it on the floor. The next thing I did, so you guys know that on the War Room, I actually won Wolfpack at the end of the year when they were doing all their shows about finishing the challenge and everything. Well, I happened to be watching Grant's podcast over at Pushing Cardboard. And if you guys haven't checked it out, go over to pushingcardboard.com. He does a great job on his podcast. But he had a contest, and I actually won that. So with that, I won Flashpoint South China C. It's kind of a Twilight Struggle light. And so I haven't even opened it up yet. I'm going to do an unboxing, and then we'll kind of try to play that out. But I wanted to shout out Grant. He lives in Canada. He shipped it to me, didn't ask for any money. Really do appreciate that, Grant. Thank you. And again, go check out pushingcardboard.com. A really nice channel. Really, I hope you guys have got to check it out. So some pre-order news. So I got the Rock of Chickamauga. I got the email saying that it should be in port and at Flying Pig Games by late May, early June. So I'm looking forward to that. I did order on the Kickstarter The Most Fearful Sacrifice, and that's already gone through as we knew it would. And then I've got a few other GMT games that I've ordered, but I'm not going to really go into those. But what I am going to go into is I think I'm catching the Civil War bug. And it's kind of funny because I haven't played many Civil War games. I do have a couple. So I'm playing one currently now online, Antietam from Worthington Games. This is a 8-page rule book, really easy to learn to play. Really enjoying it. I'm playing it on Vassal, and I have to say I've really enjoyed it. And I'm going to order a couple of the other games, but I've never. So it's kind of funny. I love Civil War history. I love reading about it. I love going to the battlefields. I love all that. I just feel that most Civil War games that I've come across are very crunchy and very hard. There's a huge learning curve, right? So like I think it's called Great Battles of the Civil War, GBACW, something like that. Man, I just get intimidated by just reading the rules and looking at the rule book and doing all that. But lately I've been, like I said, after I didn't get Most Fearful Sacrifice when it came out, and I regretted it after I saw it set up. It's a monster game, but the components are amazing. I like the idea of the cards. I just like the whole idea of it. And so it should be coming with Pipe Creek. And then I have Rocket Chickamauga coming into Stuka Joe's in the house. Hey, Stuka, appreciate you coming. I really do appreciate your support, sir. You kind of set the bar and kind of got me into this. And I really do respect your channel. So, and I watched your playthrough the other day. So keep up the good work. So I do have this game, A House Divided. I also have the new version being pre-ordered from GMT's redoing it. It's a very simple game. It's a lot of fun. And then I think this is what really sparked my thing was I bought Rebel Fury, and I have to say I'm really impressed with this game. I play it on Steam more than I played it on the game, but I would like to set it up and play it. One thing I've learned about Civil War games is a lot of them, it's not about combat for the most part. Look, there's a bunch of combat in the game, right? But it's about maneuver and how you get there and that sort of thing. So I hate to say it, but I think I'm becoming a Civil War gamer. Do you guys play the games? What's your favorite? Do you like the more crunchy Civil War games, or do you like the ones that are a little easier to get into, or do you like both? Let me know what you guys are thinking, but I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on these two games. I think part of it is just the production of the games themselves. Really nice components. The maps Rick Barber maps are great. I like them personally, but yeah. So tell me your thoughts about that. So on the table, so my war game challenge, I finished Kharkov, and now I'm headed to, so I'm playing The Lamps Are Going Out on Vassal, and then I'm playing Monty's Gamble. It's on my table, so I put it on my table. It's an area movement game, impulse driven. I am going to do some playthroughs of that. I know some guys aren't fans of the area movement games, but I really do enjoy them, as both of these are area games. Lamps Are Going Out. I've really looked forward to playing this, and I'm playing it on Vassal. But have you guys played these games? Monty's Gamble, Market Garden. I love that campaign anyhow. I had the older version with the ugliest box art on the planet, and unfortunately, I didn't even get a picture of it, but trust me, it's some ugly box art. And but other than that, those are what I'm playing now. So that would give me, when I finish these, I will have finished 4 of my games on the War Game Challenge. Hey, and just a side observation, I know some of you are playing in that War Game Challenge. Man, some guys have already got all their games done, and it's April. I try to spread mine out a little bit. I guess I could knock them out in a hurry, but I'm really trying to play them where I sit down and learn them and have some fun with them. Kind of like Kharkov. That took me, I think I played that for 5 weeks, because learning the game, butchering the rules, setting it up a couple times to play it again. But really, I really want to spend some time with the game. So what is your strategy on the Warrior Room Challenge? Are you guys just knocking them out, or are you, ID Gesture, if you guys watch his channel, which most of you do, that dude can throw out some videos. He'll do 5, 6 a night. I can't do that. I don't even know if I want to do that, but it's he does a great job, but I'm trying to get more where I'm learning the game and kind of getting more people into it. And so oh yeah, Christoph, yeah, it's so you're right on the same pace I'm on, and I don't know if Stuka, if you're doing it or not, but yeah, I like the War Game Challenge because it has got me to play against people too that I wouldn't have usually played against. So now we come to this week's topic, and the reason I put up Wolfpack up here is I will be playing that next Tuesday on Nerd Workshop's channel, I think. Maybe ID Gestures. I don't know. One of those channels. But Mike is going to be going over it with me. It'll be the first time I've played the game. So I'm going to try to learn how to play it. It's a little crunchy. I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't even started reading the rules. I'll start reading the rules this week. But Mike, Mike's been so gracious at showing people how to play that I'm really kind of looking forward to it and kind of looking forward to playing the game. But I like to play a lot of solo games. So the one thing that I really enjoy is a narrative solo game. And so a narrative driven game to me is kind of, and it may be that kind of what I'm asking you guys. What does a narrative driven game mean to you? But like to me, it's where you kind of immerse yourself into the story, right? So you become part of the game, and it's almost like a role-playing game, even though I don't play a lot of role-playing games. But the way I feel about it is kind of like, are you going to make it to the next mission? Are you going to make it to the next objective? And I really enjoy, so I'm playing Western Front Ace, as you guys know, in online on Facebook. And I'm also doing the YouTubers version. So I'll be putting that out this week, Stuka. So in fact, I'm doing your mission next. So we'll be putting you in there. Christoph, I did add your name to the pilot list. So when somebody dies or gets wounded, we'll be moving pilots up. So I'll be getting you guys involved in the game. But it's kind of interesting because you kind of become attached to the pilots, right? So when poor Nate from Board Game Bunker passed, didn't even make it a mission, I felt bad, and so a narrative driven game is something that I kind of, they draw me in because I like to be part of the story, I guess, where in a lot of other games, you're just, you're reenacting what's going on, or you're trying to see if you can have strategies or do better than what happened historically. So, yeah, I get that, Mike, but I like the idea, and the reason I call Wolfpack a narrative-driven game, and maybe I'm wrong, is because you do it like you can do it with multiple people, and so you have, Jester will have his sub, I'll have my sub, you'll have your sub, and you kind of cheer for each other, but you kind of not cheer for each other, that sort of thing. I guess that's why I call that there. And again, a lot of game, Western Front Ace, you still have decisions to make, but you're still rolling dice or flipping cards. So I hope you didn't take offense to it being called a narrative game. I just feel it is because I'm looking forward to playing with the group and looking forward to seeing how the group does together, that sort of thing. So I'm just kind of looking forward to that. And Mike, I really do appreciate you taking the time. I know we've bounced back and forth with some dates. Really do appreciate you, moving things around. I'm just afraid if I would have pushed off my son's engagement party, my wife might have divorced me, and that's not good for anything. So, but I'm looking forward to Tuesday, Mike, and really do appreciate everything you do. Christoph, I know you'll need. I would like to have a jet in the game, to be honest with you, because Western Front Ace is brutal. It is really, really hard. B-17 Queen of the Skies is one of the games. I love that game, Stuka, and you did a great playthrough with that. Really, really nice. I have that copy from Avalon Hill, the old school copy. I'd like to get the new one, but I have the old one, and I'm cheap. I don't want to buy the updated one. But yeah, and Mike, I do get that about what the industry calls narrative. I guess I'm just looking at what I call narrative, and but whatever way, as long as everybody has fun playing them, that's the key. Another narrative-driven game that I really like is American Tank Ace. So you become a tanker, and you get in, with your crew, and you kind of go through all that. That's a good game. This is one that kind of really got me going on the narrative, and that's the Hunters. This game is, I love this game. This game is, you're on the edge of your seat whenever you're playing this game, and every time I lose a sub, it's I don't know how to explain it, but I've spent more hours playing this game. It is so much fun. Western Front Ace, again, like I said, I play a lot of that. I really think that's a well made out game. Gregory Smith, he always does pretty good. I know some people may not enjoy him as much as I do, but if it wasn't for Gregory Smith and Mike Ranella and Simonich, I don't know if I'd be playing games or not. But yeah, I really do like playing Western Front Ace, and the narrative part with that, with the YouTuber thing, is pretty funny. Like I'll have the new video coming out. I just finished Jester, and I think Wardrobe was in his flight now since Nate died so fast. But I'll be putting that out. But it's just kind of cool how you can become part of the game. And again, some of these games are a lot of just dice driven kind of things, which is fine, and which I like sometimes from time to time. But yeah, B-17 Mike it's great. I love that game. And I need to get that out again. I haven't played that. And I don't know, the new one, I think Decision made it. I could be wrong there. Or maybe DVG. Somebody else came out with one, I think. I don't know if it's that much better. I would hope the charts are better, because the B-17 charts are horrible. But in the Avalon Hill one, just the color of the paper they use and all that sort of thing. Jester's in the house, and time to start over. Well, I don't think anybody else wants to hear me start over, Jester. So you'll have to just go back and read that. But yeah, we were just talking about that, Jester. Next Tuesday, I'll be ready. I'm going to start reading the rules, crunching down some rules, and Mike assured me that he can walk me through stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. And again, I'm looking forward to just the four of us getting together and playing games with new people. So that's always fun. All right. So let's see. What did Christoph say? Combat. Yeah. So I've got it on order, Christoph. I've got the Arnhem one on order. I can pick up Combat and the second edition. I think a friend of mine's selling it for like $120 a piece. Still a lot of money. So I'm going to wait till the other one comes. And if I want to buy the other ones, then I will. But we'll kind of look in. I have a hard time playing tactical games because I'm an ASL guy. I don't know. It's hard for me to tactical games. It's hard for me to get into a new tactical game, but I'm going to try. I hear Last 100 Yards is supposed to be really good. The lock and load system is supposed to be pretty good. But again, I just haven't played a lot of that. So on the narrative driven thing, do you guys like to play them? Do you not like to play them? What's a turnoff? What's a pro? Just give me kind of those thoughts. I kind of like the idea. I like hearing what you guys have to say. Solo play, and a lot of people, I know they don't like to play. Some people don't like to play solo games. I love playing solo games. I would much rather play with another person. But solo games. So I'll digress here a minute. Some of you probably saw my short that I did as I was driving to Kansas City yesterday. I got a new seat delete system for my Jeep Gladiator, and I'm getting ready to go on a camping trip in a couple weeks. And but I kind of did a little rant, and it wasn't rant. It was I played a couple ladders online, and in my last ladder game, I had an opponent that was just tough, right? Just I'm sure he's a nice guy. I just did we just didn't gel when it came to the game. And that happens. I'll be honest with you, I've only had 2 bad experiences I've been playing war games since 1978. I've only had 2 bad experiences playing war games, and this last recent one, it probably been 8 years since I had the other one. This last one, I should have just stopped in the middle and just said, see ya. And that way we'd have been done. But I endured it for about 45 minutes. So it was like sticking a fork in my eye. But other than that, but again, that's why I love playing solo, because I only have to deal with me, and I'm a pain in the butt, but I can deal with me. Right. But then I start playing with other people like ID Jester. He and I click. I really enjoy playing with him. I can tell that Christoph and I are going to be great playing games again. I play Vassal games all the time. I probably have 5 games going on right now. I usually don't have a problem with other opponents. It was just this one time, and I'm sure some of you guys can figure out what ladder it is. It's nothing to do with the ladder. Nothing. So it is just happened to be one experience, but I'm not that. Don't let that stop you from playing games, folks. That's what I'm saying is, don't let that stop you from playing with new people and going in and doing that sort of thing. So, yeah, Stuka, and that's fine, right? Is you sit there. So we talk about it. Jester and I talk about it all the time. I'm 0 for 5 against Jester, and yes, it sucks because Jester talks a lot of crap. I love you, Jester, but I'm not going to go out of my way to just win at all costs. And that's not what I want to do. It's not how I play games. My goal is to have fun and relive it's a game, and so if people have to, that's one of the reasons I quit playing in ASL tournaments is people take that stuff really serious. And I get it. If you're playing a tournament, you should take it serious. I just don't want to do it. I would much rather I can call Jester, we can joke and we can play the game. And if I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. But if somebody's goofing up, we're going to catch each other. And I try to make it a good experience for everybody playing. Right. So, and again, with the solo games, you don't have that problem, right? You just do your thing and you just go about it. And, Mike, it says, I'm running into too many gamers. Yeah. And that's the thing, right? Is it's a game, folks. I'm 60 years old. I don't need to win a game so bad that I'm going to jeopardize my character or a friendship, maybe a new friendship. Like ID Jester, we have a great time playing games together. And I don't want to jeopardize that by being that guy who has to win and doing some knucklehead behavior. And, Mike, I've never met you, but you've been so friendly to me. I love the way you want to teach games. I'm going to do my best to make our experience as well as it can be because I want to continue that, right? And I think that's the problem is, like Stuka said, sometimes you don't click. Sometimes your objectives are different. But again, I'm not going on a rant about that. I'm sorry that I even brought it up again. I just don't be afraid to play solo games out there, folks. There's a lot of good solo games out there. Christoph, let's see. I have to remember that I can put these things on top of the screen. Yeah, I agree, Christoph. It's not one of those things that, I'm going to play the best I can. As many of you know, look, I'm going to miss a rule from time to time. Everybody does, I think. But I want to have fun doing it. And that's what, that's what I want. Jester, Mike has never been a pain in the ass to me, so I can't make that decision. maybe it's you and your personality that causes Mike to be that way. I'm just saying. I don't know. Right, exactly, Mike. It's part of that is the social life of playing with somebody and playing with another opponent. I have to laugh watching the War Room. Nate seems to he doesn't play a lot of outside games that maybe I'm wrong there, but I really enjoy playing other people, and I can't wait to play Ruff, and I can't wait to play with Christoph. It's great when you learn when you learn from other people. So, all right, I've had enough of that rant. Sorry about that, folks. Guys, I had this on the last podcast, and I'm going to have it on here again. If you have not ordered Combat Commander Vietnam, jump right off this thing and go get that game, because I want it, and I want it to come out quicker, and I want it to get going. I'm so looking forward to this. I've never played a Vietnam game. Part of it was my dad was in Vietnam. I remember as a kid waiting for him to come home, that sort of thing. But I love Combat Commander. You guys know that. And I'm really looking forward to this game. I don't know if you've ordered. Jester, did you order this? And okay, good. Yeah. So I'm just really looking forward to this, and that'll be one of the games that we get on the table soon. I know Jester and we want to play a couple games. In the Shadows is one that we want to play. So we'll be doing that. And yeah, I'm looking forward to playing a couple new games. Yeah, man, Mike, and I will say they kept that a pretty good secret. Even on the Combat Commander ladder, there had been rumblings about it, but they kept that a pretty good secret. I really do. I'm really looking forward to it, and it's going to be interesting to see how much they've changed things, because they're going to have to make changes in the way it is. But man, I'm really looking forward to it, and I can't wait to play it. Let's see. In the moment becomes available, I will buy it. The others. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Christoph. I forgot. I forgot about that. You live in Belgium, and hey, for some of you, this is not a political rant. If you have not seen the response from Belgium's whoever's in charge over there, sorry guys, it is hilarious. You got to go check it out. I'm not getting political though. It's just a good rant from them. It's pretty funny, but some people don't like to play games that are that close. Like, I have no interest in playing any games about Afghanistan, Iran. I just don't have any. I don't have any inkling to play that. I would like to play some what if future games. So like Taiwan, modern day combat when it comes to that. I don't know if I want to do modern day combat that's already happening, but I wouldn't mind playing something that's fictional that could happen, that sort of thing. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Yeah, Christoph, it was, and I love the fact that she referenced beer and how good the beer is over there. I can't wait. I need to go visit because I like me some beer. All right. Hey, before I get out of here, guys, I just want to say thank you again for all the support. Go check out Cardboard Commander. Do all the YouTube stuff, all that sort of thing. Let's see. What is Gesture saying here? Yeah, and Great War. So we need to play that too. I've got Great War. I'm waiting for I wouldn't mind ordering the second expansion, but again, I'm too cheap. I haven't done it because it's very expensive on Noble Knight Games. Christoph. Yeah, so it looks good, and the components look really good. Maybe I'll look into that. I think that'd be one that I would want to play with somebody. Hey, before I forget, guys, got a little bit of time here. I have started looking for to play a Command and Colors game, and unfortunately, I would like to get the Napoleon part of it, but it's sold out. And but has anybody played the Ancients? Is that worth getting? Do you guys like the system? I just I don't know. I've never been a block board game kind of guy, but everybody says they're great, and so kind of looking at that, you know. What'd you say, Jester? Yeah, I thought they were out of the expansion though. Maybe I don't know. I thought I'd looked on there and they were out of the expansion. Um, yeah. So, Mike, I will say, man, I have become a VUCA fan. So I had never even thought about buying one of their games. I did buy Traces of War. I've just purchased that, and man, their stuff is good. The production level's amazing. I love the feel of the counters. I like the chit draw thing is amazing, and that's another thing. I think I may have to do another show on that too. Is I get chit draw right? I love the chit draw system, but I wonder why they don't do that with cards because I think the chits are going to get banged up. You know, you're drawing them out so much. Where cards, you could put them in some sleeves, kind of flip them. I don't know. Maybe I'm off base. I just wondered why they don't do that. I do like the chit thing though. That's kind of cool. But yeah, VUCA, they've become one of my favorites. In fact, I want to get Traces of Hubris up next, and then the Napoleonic game they have out looks really good too. So I'd like to check that out. Yeah, so I've seen Memoir 44 played, and those guys, man, they take that stuff serious. That's I saw a big one being played at Origins, and man, they went to town on that thing. It was huge. And Jester said, yeah, I love Ancient. So yeah, I may need to just get into that and play it. But boy, that's another one that you can go down the rabbit hole, right? I started looking at the Napoleonics thing, and man, you can spend some money on all those expansion kits. And then you got to, again, I suck at crafts, man. And you got to put all them stickers on the blocks. And I don't know. I'm going to do it eventually, but I need to figure that out. Yeah, I agree, Christoph. And hey, maybe that's something else we could play on Vassal because I wouldn't mind doing that on face to face. That'd be great too. I think that would be oh, okay. I guess maybe I was misinformed there. So that's good because do you still have to put the stickers on? Because I don't want to put stickers on stuff, but I will if I have to. Um, yeah, thanks, Mike. Like I said, I just need to look into it. I have a couple guys that we play on Vassal, and they keep wanting me to get that game, and I just need to do some research and start looking into it. And they say the ancients are easier to get into, I guess because it's available. I don't like to play games on Vassal that I don't own. It's just a me thing, you know. It's just one of those things that I just don't like playing Vassal games unless I own the game myself. Let's see. Okay, yep. And I played tons of games two-handed. I that's one of my favorites. You can play Memoir on Board Game Arena if you signed up. Yeah, I have a Board Game Arena account. Never thought about that, and I wouldn't mind doing that. So there. Okay, so I do have to do some sticker work there, Mike. Good. Maybe I can hire that out to somebody. I'm just kidding. The blocks have stickers on both sides, so no hidden info as Mike is. Oh, okay. So they are blocks. It's just the info's there's no hidden info there. So yeah. So I don't know, guys. I'm just kind of trying to see what should be my next what my next system is. Again, I've been getting into some of the Civil War games, but I just don't know if I want to jump into the great campaigns of the American Civil War or whatever that is, GBACW. There's all the acronyms. Feel like I'm back in the Navy. You know, when I was in the Navy, everything had an acronym, you know, and so and I was a submarine guy, so we had acronyms for everything. But you know, it's just yeah, I'm looking forward to Christoph. I'm looking forward to checking it out. And like I said, I'm sure I can pick it up. I just again, I'm cheap and I've got so many. I mean, I don't have many games like Jester and some of you guys, but I've got 100 games and I want to be able to play them. And I don't want to just start buying games just to buy games. You no shade to the people that do that, but I want to play the game, So, and this week I also played a game. I got back into APBA baseball. So I used to play in an APA baseball league for about 22 years, and I took a hiatus, and now I'm back to playing that. So you're going to see some of that on my channel now too. I know most of you war gamers don't want to see that stuff. That's fine. I do it basically for the league that I'm in, So let's see. Yeah, I was young. I turned 18 in boot camp, and the guy, I was a torpedo man at the time, Tomahawk missile tech, and they basically said, "Hey, anybody want to make an extra $75 every 2 weeks?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll do that." Next thing I know, I'm on a submarine. So, but it was cool. I mean, how many people can say they've been on a submarine? I got to actually steer a submarine. That was our watch station. I'm 6'2". I'm a big guy. Submarines aren't as small as people think. I was on a fast attack though, so they're a little smaller than boomers, but it was a good experience. And like you said, how many people can say they've done that in their life, right? Oh yeah, I will stop by. What side are you playing, Jester? I'm the Allies. I'm playing the Americans. Yeah, it can be a little bit claustrophobic, but it's not it's not as bad as you would think. Yeah, I'm not afraid of heights, and yeah, if you have a seasickness thing, so submarines aren't as bad as surface vessels. I remember when I got out of the Navy, um, like I said, I've spent most of my time either on a submarine tender or on a submarine. And when I went back home to Albuquerque, well, there's not a lot of Navy ships hanging around Albuquerque, so they sent me to Port Hueneme, California, and I got on this turbine-driven destroyer cruiser, and there was deck tread up on the side of the walls, like 4 foot up the side of the walls. And I remember asking the guy there, I was like, "Hey, why the deck tread up the walls?" And he goes, "Oh, you're going to find out." And man, that boat rocked around like it was nobody's business, and you were walking half the time on the side of the boat. So, or I guess it's a ship for all those surface people out there. But let's see, what's my buddy who helped? Man, more power to them. And Master Chiefs they're gods on boats, and I was fortunate to have 2 good ones. I only spent 6 years in. I couldn't have done the military my dad was retired. My brothers did that. I couldn't stay in. I enjoyed the military, but I just, it was during the Reagan years and it was just a mess. So I was ready to get out. Jester, you're the Allies as well. So, you just got to hope that you get good landing when you paratroop in, and that's all on the cards. Right. So, yeah, that's true, Christoph. And but in the submarine Navy, we have a saying: there's 2 types of ships in the Navy. There's targets and there's submarines. So I'd prefer to be on a submarine than a target. So, but guys, I'm already over by 10 minutes. I really do appreciate all the feedback and all the conversation. Jester, I'll see you tonight at 7. Mike, I'll see you next Tuesday. Really do appreciate everything you're doing out there. And Christoph, I'll reach out to you. I think we're friends on Facebook. If not, we need to get together. I'll send you my email address, and let's plan on playing some Vassal together. So, all right, everybody. Again, I appreciate you guys coming to hang out. Stuka, thanks for coming in. And guys, as we always say, be safe, be kind, happy wargaming, everybody. Take care.